I should have been brimming with happiness, finally owning the home of my dreams. But instead, I dread every upcoming weekend. Why? Because my husband's parents visit every single week, and I'm treated like a maid every time. Far from getting a break from the stress of work, I only grow more exhausted with each day off. I reach my limit and decided to invite my own parents over, hoping that it would deter my in-laws from visiting. But my husband lashed out at me, bellowing, "Don't you dare invite your parents. If you don't like living here, you can get out." Well, fine, I'll leave. He'll be the one to regret it. My name is Emma. I've been married to Michael for 5 years. We were previously living in a rental, so we've been planning to buy our own house soon. Michael's parents got wind of this. Oh, Emma, Michael told us about your plans. You're finally buying your own house, huh? Yes, that's right. If you need any help looking for places, just let us know. We're more than happy to help. Ah, thank you. How about visiting some open houses soon? I had plans on carefully selecting our new home with Michael, but my mother-in-law seemed keen on being involved with every step of the property search. Just yesterday, she showed up unannounced with a brochure for a plot of land that's up for sale. Emma, what do you think about this property? It's near the subway station, and it's spacious enough for a duplex house. A duplex house. Apparently, they're planning on moving in with us. That's why they've been sticking their noses in our property search. She's been constantly chiming in with suggestions like, it would be better to live nearby the subway since it's a hassle to walk, or it would be convenient to have a supermarket nearby. And here I thought she was just looking out for us. But all along, she was just stating her own preferences, thinking that she'd be living there too. I immediately relayed this to Michael. Michael, your mother came over this afternoon with a brochure for a plot of land that's for sale. It seems like she and your father want to live with us. Oh, yeah, she did mention something like that. What? You heard it from your mom? Why didn't you tell me such an important thing? I thought we could talk about it once it was more concrete. Do you object, Emma? Well, yes, because I was thinking that we'd be living, you and me. And besides, your mom and dad are still healthy, aren't they? I can't predict far into the future, but I think right now it would be best if we live separately to maintain a good relationship. I see. I understand how you feel, Emma. Michael listened to my feelings and was able to convince his parents that we're not planning to live together right now. After hearing Michael's reasoning, it seems his parents finally gave in. I thanked him again for handling the situation so well. Thank you, Michael. No problem, Emma. If you're against living with them, then we won't force it. Instead, let's have my folks visit our new home often after we move in. Of course, after that, Michael and I found the perfect place, and we were finally able to get our own home. Once we moved in, his parents came to visit our new home right away. Emma, congratulations on the move. What a nice house you have. It seemed that his mother was satisfied with our new home. Please feel free to visit anytime, I told her with a gentle feeling. That day, the 4 of us shared a meal around the dinner table. The following weekend, I suggested to Michael that we go buy some decorations for the living room, but he seemed disappointed. Can we postpone the shopping for another time? Do you have plans for the weekend? My folks wanted to come over. What? They just visited last week. Well, they seem to really like this house. You did say feel free to visit anytime, right, Emma? Well, yes, I did say that, but could you make dinner and entertain them a bit? After that, his parents started to visit our house every single week. and every time they visited, they became increasingly demanding. Emma, it's been so hot lately that I'm feeling a bit drained. Something light like noodles would be fine for lunch, but for dinner, I'd like something hearty like steak. Emma, do you know the new pastry shop near the station? It's all the talk around town. So I think it'd be perfect for dessert. Could you buy some? They would come over early in the morning, boss me around, not help with any household chores, and then leave. From the second visit onwards, they would even assume that it was okay to stay over. There's a typhoon, and we enjoy a good breakfast. So, could you have it ready for us first thing in the morning? The demands of my in-laws kept escalating. Between taking care of them, I barely had a chance to rest on weekends due to work fatigue, leaving me even more exhausted. I reached my breaking point and sincerely pleaded to my husband. Michael, I really want your mom and dad to stop staying over at our place every weekend. We can't help it. They said they want to come. Well, you could just refuse them. Between working on weekdays and caring for your parents from morning till night on weekends, I have no time to rest. Think about it. If we were living with them, it'd be every day, not just the weekends. Your in-laws originally wanted to live with us, but because you were strongly against it, we prioritized your opinion, and they gave up on moving in. You should tolerate them coming over on weekends. Compared to living together, it might still be better. However, it was becoming unbearable to have this situation continue indefinitely. While I was troubled about what to do, I received a call from my mother. Oh, Emma, are you doing well? Sorry, Mom. I haven't been calling you. I'm managing somehow. Really? You sound down. Are you okay? Well, actually, I told my mother that I had been troubled by my mother-in-law's frequent visits since moving. Upon hearing this, my mother sounded concerned. That must be tough. I imagine you would be busily settling in after moving and buying necessary items, so I've been refraining from contacting you. Because my in-laws visit every weekend, I still hadn't invited my own mother to our new house. If I invite my mother, maybe my in-laws would refrain from coming over that weekend. That evening, I suggested this to Michael when he came home from work. Hey, Michael, I want to invite my parents over this weekend. Is that okay? However, his response was unexpected. No way. My parents already plan to come over this weekend. But your parents have come over so many times already. My parents haven't been over even once. That's because your parents haven't said they wanted to come. My mother has been considerate, waiting for us to settle down. She really wants to come. Oh, really? Well, then invite your parents over when mine aren't coming. They've waited this long, they can wait a bit longer. Don't you think it's strange to always prioritize your parents who are always over here? Can't your parents refrain next week? You're my wife now. It's only natural that we prioritize my parents. Anyway, tell your parents that this weekend is not good. I don't want to do that. You should just not invite your parents. If I can't call my parents because of that, then your parents don't have to come to my house anymore either. Since they've given you to me, they are prepared to not be able to see their daughter, right? Wait a minute, that's absurd. Why can't I invite my parents regardless of having a married daughter? Isn't it natural for them to want to see their family? Despite Michael's stubborn refusal, I made this proposition to him. Okay, let's give up on this weekend. But from now on, let's try to invite each other's parents on a more regular basis, okay? That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. If you're going to suggest something that troublesome, we might as well not invite your parents at all. Let's end this conversation. We haven't resolved anything yet. In my mind, I've already decided I'm not going to let your parents